What's up, guys? It's Aaron here. I'm going to go up to Edinburgh Fringe in August for my first show, and I can't wait. But before I do that, I need to preview the show up and down the country. So I've added a bunch of work in progress dates. Manchester's already on sale. Some of the others might be as well by the time this goes out. All the links are going to be in the description. Liam's going to join me for some of them. It's dead small rooms, dead cheap tickets. It's going to be loads of fun. Come down, let's have a laugh. I'll see you there. It's just an absolute fucking shambles.
You hungover, quick wank and a death kid in for the first time. I've seen my dad's balls, mum's bush, brother's chopper.
I think he just came at the thought of it.
Oh, mission accomplished.
That is
what
genius.
a fucking man.
You've got no mates, you've got no family you like, or you're a fucking fat, ugly, bald nonce.
I walked from a gig on Saturday.
I mean,
It's the MC. And I walked my way through. The first time.
Well, I like it. Go on.
First time in 5 years, I just fucking got off, mate. So it was horrific. It was for... I'm going to bleep all of the names.
Have I ever what? No, I don't think I have. Go on, sorry.
No, it's all right. I'm surprised you've not, thoh.
I know, yeah.
Your threshold for how much you can be
He
asked to be
stumbled.
so small.
He's not walked, but he stumbled away from the gig.
I like not Macy Gray. I try to say goodbye. Trying to walk away. I stand back.
Classic, by the way.
It's a tune.
Gonna adjust this. Ouch.
That song actually haunts me, you know. Sorry
Why?
to cut you off, but it reminds
right.
me of hearing my parents having sex.
Oh, I heard my mum and dad break up.
To that song?
Not to that song, but you know, it's,
You heard the breakup?
yeah, it's my mum leaving. Do you know what I mean? Because my mum said I was on the top of the stairs over Earwigan. It was around Christmas, so I thought I'm gonna get a fucking bit of an insight about Christmas here. Like, am I gonna get some electrics here or what? And my mum said to me, Dad, look, it's either me or the televisions.
Plural.
Yeah, because my dad was the TV repairman. I got so yeah, the house was just full of tellies.
You had to hook up.
So my mum was just like, "Oh, you're gonna have to, you know." But you went, "It's my livelihood." Do you know what I mean? It's like if someone
Was
said,
your mum fuming that there was tellies everywhere?
"Broken tellies,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
broken marriage, broken childhood."
But they had Sky Plus, so it sounds...
Yeah, so my dad used to fix tellies basically, and because there was always loads in the house, just always on us worked on something. My mum just got fed up of it and left. That's how they split up.
Yeah.
Well, that was breakup number one.
See, I imagine there was a number of micro events that led to that. Like,
Oh yeah, I thought you were going to say microwaves then. Number of microwaves, right? I'll deal with that. Computers gone. Yeah, so that's harrowing. But you heard your mum and dad bang. I've heard my mum I've heard my mum shag my stepdad a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, thin walls, horny mum. Recipe for disaster.
It's a given. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually perfected the move of sleeping with a pillow pinned between my arm and my ear like that.
Yeah,
I ate too much shit as a kid.
I used to turn the telly up and that. But I in my adulthood as well, do you know what I mean? But no, my fucking menopausal mum's getting more than me. Fucking hell. How's my stepdad getting fucking laid more than me? He's got angina.
She sweats 18 hours a day. How's anyone smashing it?
I know, fuck's sake. I'm hearing the fuck. It's hard when you get a fucking semi on though, innit?
That's never happened.
Bollocks.
Never
Your
happened.
brain don't know it's your man. Put that on a t-shirt. There's some
Mate, don't piss me off because I actually will.
Your brain don't know it's your man.
Oh, so you walk from the gig?
Yeah, I walked from a gig. Yeah. Fucking hell. So I'm gonna bleep all the names. So I don't know if they want to be named. But it was.
Don't know them.
Don't know.
You don't?
No, don't.
Okay.
Seriously.
That gave me a lot of context.
Yeah.
already.
You don't know.
Know the name. Not gig for them or she.
The more we say his name, the harder it is to bleep it.
Yeah. I did that on his. He was announcing like Tony Carroll and Friends, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Adam Rowe's going to be on." And they're like, well, now we've got to bleep it. I was like, bleep what, Adam Rowe? And then I watched it back. It was like, bleep, 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 bleep.
We wanted to sell patrons, so we just did a mail out. Went, yeah, Adam Rowe, Paul Smith's son. So we had loads of patron sign-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a secret.
Nice.
Yeah,
Like
so I've never
psychology.
gigged for the aforementioned person.
So I'd never gigged for him before. I was emceeing the gig, and everything that you could not want at a gig, was there.
Radio mic.
Radio mic, wireless Bluetooth mic.
Put fresh batteries in though.
Yeah. Wireless Bluetooth mic. No mic stand. Get on this. The closer was, and he was insisting. So I'm bleeping names because he's already he has to hide his fucking.
No,
skirt.
he's sound, but I know what the type of gig it is now.
Yeah.
He is a lovely lad. Or girl.
We're not bleeping his name.
No.
No, he's sound. He is sound for that kind of night.
Yeah. Well, wait for it. Right, it does get better. With more context, he starts kicking off because there's no mic stand. She goes and finds a mic stand, but she doesn't have the clip that holds the mic. So her great idea was just sellotape the mic to the stand.
Oh my fucking
Bear in
God.
mind, he's not on for 2.5 hours, right?
The thing that needs to be removed regularly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just full of fucking idiots, man. Just proper scallies. They don't know that comedy's happening, half of them. They haven't bought tickets. Some have, but some haven't. It didn't sell very well, so they just started
And
letting
when you
people
force
in.
it on them, it's like, oh.
Yeah, there's a curry buffet,
Oh, Lord.
Where was this gig?
Ledbury.
I've done it.
You've not. It was
I'm
the first of a
pretty
new
sure
night.
I've done
It was
a
the first
curry
of-
buffet gig.
It was the first
Is
of a
that
new
the
night.
Midlands?
It was the first of a new night.
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't think.
I think it was the first of a new night.
I don't think.
Fucking
it's
it was the first of a new night, lad.
Just figuring it out.
Don't know if anyone's ever said. But yeah, so it was just awful, filled with knobheads, just absolute wrong'uns. All coked up, none of them facing the right
Who
way,
else is
none
on?
of them fucking interested. I'll get to that. So he goes, oh, we're going to have to start about 45 minutes late because one of the middle acts has broke down. So he goes, we're going to have to start about 45 minutes late
Oh
'cause
my
he's broke
God,
down
what?
in the car, so he's not going to make it here on time. So we're like, right, all right, no worries. I then go on, and it's just fucking silence, man. They're not even listening. The mic wasn't working.
Are you
They had
MC
to
or?
MC, yeah.
Oh my
They had to change the mic over while I was on twice because the first wireless one wasn't working. So they gave me another one. That didn't work, and then they gave me a wired one.
The wireless one wasn't working. Don't understand. It's got fresh batteries in. Don't get it.
Did the audience have to wait for the curry? Was curry time extended by 45 minutes? or did they
that was in
fucking-
the interval, right?
Helps
so
with flavours if you leave it simmer
fuming.
longer.
Ideal. They haven't got a stage light. She's gone and got like a fucking, do you know, like the light that you would have in like a builder's yard when they're in the cellar and they're plastering the walls.
Oh,
So we've just got one of them, and that's just fucking like not pointed at us at all. It's just fucking awful. Everything that you can imagine to go wrong is going wrong at this gig. I've gone on, and they're just not even
What's the
listening.
fee?
They're not interested. Not enough, mate. Yeah,
I
not.
admire
enough.
your graph, man. I've been through it.
yeah.
I've been through all that. Do you know what I mean?
Come out the other
It's
side.
fucking horrific, man. That's trenches, man.
Yeah, horrific.
Oh, the trenches.
So bad.
Curry buffet.
So,
The
so I've started
trenches.
getting like fucking pissed off and stuff. Gone on. They're just not even listening. They're all just shouting stuff out. They're like getting annoyed because the sound system's not working. People, like I say, people don't know what this gig's meant to be happening. It's just an absolute fucking shambles. Promoter doesn't have a Scooby. Doesn't know what to do. And then I introduced who was the opener. He goes on. He just talks to them. Just fucking dies. Like I you, but just fucking like they're not interested in any material. He starts trying to speak to them.
That one, yeah.
They're not listening at all. And it's just getting really fucking tedious. And he starts like, this guy heckles and he has a bit of a back and forth with him, calls him like a bit of a drug dealer or something like that. Just classic sort of stuff. And then I go on after and I introduce the break. Because of how late it started, one of the lads in the middle had to go on after the opener before the break.
Yeah.
Because of how late it started. But I wasn't told this as the MC.
Oh, no.
So I've gone on and introduced the break. I've then had to go back on
Oh,
and be
no.
like,
Oh,
change
no.
of plans.
Oh my God.
Put
lad.
your
We're going to have
curry
another
down.
Yeah, literally. So they have to come,
the buffet.
they have to come back over, it's like fucking fuming. I have to sit back down while the next act goes on and just fucking dies again. They're
Lad,
not interested.
Bill Burke went for a curry in one of these places. The curry's a headline act. I did a gig once, right? I've done a lot of these hot pot nights and stuff, and the acts I call the hot pot mafia. I'll tell you.
Hot pot night.
Right. And I remember doing a gig once. You get the posters in these, like, typical working men's clubs or a cricket club, proper rundown gaffs. always the hub of the community, and most of the time they are pretty decent. You get some
right
shit
kind of rowdy, innit?
and the posters are abysmal, aren't they?
Yeah. Funny you mentioned this. Have you seen are you in the Bad Comedy Flyers group on Facebook?
Oh, no, but I love bad comedy posts.
Mate, I'll add you to the group. The poster for this night got added to that.
Did
It's
it?
all
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Americans in it, and they'll just post like someone's like fucking like they've tried to remove the background. It's just got the white and grey circles. Like it's just shit like that. And this got
When
posted.
they do like the hexagon shape, like wow and lols and stuff. And
well, this
crying
one had
laughing
this
emojis.
one had that classic like fucking Frank Sinatra mic from like the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
And it just had so much flames coming off it. And someone posted it in the group and being like, "These comedians are so hot on the mic, even the mic's on fire." Like it's just fucking
It's
horrible.
honestly, it's when they, when a disabled set in school.
Yeah.
You probably are well aware of it.
No, never
I was
heard
in
of
it. That's literally in it.
when they say, yeah, you just go on the computers on Paint.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what they look like. Absolute shop. And it was promoted as curry night with comedy.
Yeah.
Like,
The curry was
fucking hell.
first, yeah.
Come for, like, people were trying to, if you get the curry, you have to stay for the comedy. Oh,
For fuck's sake.
Yeah. I did a gig once. It was a Korean comedy night, and Gary Delaney was headlining, and no one was asked. Gary Delaney was
that in
closing.
Todmorden?
Yeah.
Right, so the curry thing is an understatement because I've done that Golden Lion.
Yeah, right. I went to the Chippy across the road. It looked horrific.
Right, so I did this gig in Todmorden.
The same one.
Not the same night, but the same venue. The guy who does it's mad. He's mad as a box of frogs, but he's a lovely fella. And I did it, and I was like the middle act. And so they have the opener, and they have a break. And for the break, they had a Thai banquet
Yeah.
for 90 minutes.
A banquet?
Yeah.
Like, they're just-
I'm like, where do you sell tickets? That
the
sounds
guy-
fucking
the guy
boss.
who,
It
the guy
made
who
it
run,
look grim, you know.
the woman of the pub's like Thai. So she
Put on a proper
like
spread.
Thai, Malaysian. She's Thai, right? So she just reels in vats and vats and vats of food, and it's just like an open season buffet. So it's like, and this guy don't know how to run a gig, and I'm a middle act, like a year in or so. I'm like, should we get?
You've not even mentioned one of the best parts of the gig. The green room is their bedroom.
Oh, I've not. I weren't there then. Mustn't.
It might not be the same gig we're thinking of. But it
Yeah.
was Thai curry, though, so maybe it was, yeah.
It might be the same runners.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a couple. And we're like, should we get going? He went, oh, shall we? Yeah, whatever. I was waiting on you. But you're waiting on me for 90 minutes. I've done about 15 gigs, mate.
Were you just like watching this whole time? Like,
Yeah, well, like, this isn't normal.
It was like in
Fucking
the
stinks.
in some random pub, so the green room was their house, Joe upstairs.
yeah.
And
Hey,
we
at
were
least
just,
they
like,
did
sat
that
on their
instead of
bed.
made you just sit and fucking look at the buffet.
I mean, that's sound, but
But anyway, so gets to the interval after the fucking acts and whatnot. And didn't even mention the gig had a stair lift. So that tells you everything you need to know about the clientele
Yeah,
that's there.
I had
Fucking,
the feeling,
just,
yeah.
Mate, just fucking, it was eggy. And I've gone outside, I'm like, this is a fucking write-off. All the acts are just sat there like, why are we here?
proper
Like,
question your career, don't
This
you?
should be pulled. This is completely pointless. Fucking having a fucking crisis.
Is he
about the mic
fuming
stand.
about it?
Yeah. He did Britain's Got Talent, you know what I mean? This is above him. So I go outside just to sort of clear my head, and the guy that had a back and forth with while he was on stage comes up to me, and he just puts his arm around me, dead aggressive, and just goes, "Were you the one that called me a fucking drug dealer?" Now, I don't. Obviously, the listeners don't know who is, but I don't look a lot like him, do I? He's got a beard down here.
Cap.
He's about 5'8".
So what he really meant, he asked you, are you the one that called me a drug dealer? But what he meant is, you're the only one I'm willing to fight about this.
Yeah.
Like he saw you you were the one he was going to beat in a fight.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he was going to accuse
So
you.
he puts
of
his
it.
arm around me. He goes, "Are you the one that called me a drug dealer?" And I went, "No." And he goes, "Who was then?" It's like, "It's the opener." And he goes, "Well, where the fuck's he now?" And I went, "He's got off." And he goes, Right. I'm not fucking happy. Not happy like that. He's absolutely steaming. He's got his arm around me at this point, like proper aggressively. Because I was just sat down. He goes, "I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Like, this has been shite so far." It's like, "Yeah, you're telling me." I don't know what you... Yeah, and he goes, "Is this your first time doing this comedy shit, whatever you do?" And I went, "No, it's not, mate, no." He went, "Well, I thought your job was to, like, get him going." And I went, "Sometimes it doesn't happen like that,
So
mate."
he can't abuse you physically, so he's going for your mind instead.
But I was
lad.
like, "Sometimes it doesn't happen. So, you know, we all have off days. You know what I mean? Just sort of just taking it and just thinking like, just wait for him to get away from me. So I just fucking let it go. And he goes, "Well, I've got 2 choices now."
Oh my god! All right, fucking hell! In Morpheus.
He goes, "We've got 2 choices now."
He puts his shades on.
Fucking monk.
He goes, "We've got 2 choices now." And then he only gave me one, which I thought was really weird. He goes, "We've got 2 choices. You need to get them going, or there's going to be trouble."
Oh, lad.
And I just stood up and I just walked in and I went, "I'm getting off, me." And he was like, "Why? What's happened?" I was like, "I've just been threatened by one of the knobheads you've got at the gig." And usually I'd just sort of go, "Oh, it's one knobhead." But I can't help but feel like they're all these mates. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just, there's no saving this gig. And I'm at a point now where I'm just fucking done. This money is not worth it. And I'm not interested anymore. And he was like, "No, please stay. We've got to see it through." I was like, "We absolutely don't have to see it through. This should have been pulled an hour and a half ago anyway.
Yeah.
It's already gone on for too long. They're not enjoying it. We're not enjoying it. And now someone's just threatened me. I'm not," because he thought I was.
Do you know what I admired
So I'm not
about
fucking
you?
doing it.
You saw an opportunity then where you were like, in this scenario, I've got an excuse to leave and I might still get paid. If I tell them I've been threatened.
paid?
Look at that face! You fucking rat! I know you! In what way can I escape the situation but still
Definitely,
get paid?
mate.
He threatened
Like,
me.
you're already at the gig and it's not my fault. It's full of fucking
Yeah, I
idiots. So I just said I'm getting off. Like, it's full of fucking idiots and I can't be arsed anymore. And the woman that like runs the venue was like insistent on fucking just like kicking him out and then carrying on with the night. And I said, "I'm not doing it."
Then
I'm not,
you've already kind of like...
because now it's like a bigger thing than it needs to be.
Yeah.
And they're all these, like, it's one of those bars where everyone knows each other. Do you know what I mean? When he was shouting out, like, he said that his name was fucking, like, he was giving like fake names and stuff like that. Like,
that's so tedious.
just the worst fucking banter. Just full of fucking idiots. And I said, "I can't be arsed with it. I'm not interested. I can't be arsed. I'm done." And then more stuff happened that I can't be asked to go into because it's not.
Said
that
his
fucking
name's
exciting,
Ron.
but-
It's not really Ron.
I just don't get the
You're
mentality.
a mad guy.
And then I just I got off. He paid me, and then I messaged him the next day to say, "How did it go?" Apparently, got a standing ovation.
Of course he did, lad.
He can
I mean, he
roof a gig,
set
mate.
the bar dead low, so he
Oh.
had loads to peak it
That's
up
it,
for.
yeah.
He can roof, lad.
Yeah. Apparently, he got a standing ovation and an encore. Whether that happened, I don't know.
Mate,
Um,
he
so
roof,
seen
yeah, he can
Cuddy
roof.
was getting lashed
Yeah,
at the fucking
yeah.
ceiling. It was going off,
Yeah,
lad.
yeah.
Oh, he
Yeah.
can
It
roof.
was fucking awful, man. But yeah, first time I've watched from a gig.
You almost got inducted to the Hot Pot Mafia, but I don't think they can take you on now.
No, you've not got hot pot potential, mate.
You've not got hot
I'm
pot
fine
in your
with that.
blood.
You're too good looking for hot pot. Tattoo. No, unless the tattoos of like a bulldog or something. You can't be in the hot pot. You've got hot pot potential.
I have, I've done
you
a
take the
50th
glasses off,
birthday in
yeah,
Runcorn.
fucking- I was chin strap.
We just spoke about a good name for your memoir as well.
Go on.
Fat Lad in the Dark.
Yeah. I read the comments. You
Yeah. So we've not mentioned this on pod before, but we were having to adjust the lights before when Vane was like, it took fucking ages to make sure they were like out of shot and stuff. Reason we have extra lights is because someone commented on the YouTube asking why we put the fat one in the dark.
Fat One in the Dark.
It was a constructive criticism, though. We changed it, and it's better.
That's a good name
I
for an
like it.
autobiography, that.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Fat Lad in the Dark. What's yours?
What could mine be? Don't know. I wouldn't want to put on my name. Just like piss can or something.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Indicative, innit? You know
Make
what
a
you're
one-word
getting.
one's good for me.
Yeah.
Piss can. Sums it all up, doesn't it?
So you were saying then it came from a comment. Is there any comments you've had on like podcasts or anything that have actually cut you deep? Has anything ever cut you?
I get a lot of this didn't happen, lad. This didn't fucking happen. Why are you fuming?
It's always the most tedious story as well. He'd be like, "Oh, I went to Greg's and they ran out of steak bakes." Like, never happened.
They're always well stocked. just like this didn't happen and stuff. So we get, and then once on your looks, I'm not asked about like, yeah, fucking hell, sound fat and ginger. I'm a fucking buzzing. Nice one. I'll talk about it on stage. You're giving me more material, lad. Ghostwriter. Like, it's just tedious stuff like this didn't happen. And do you know what annoys me the most? And it's not just on me, it's about anything really in reality, is when someone's so out the way to say, "Oh, how can anyone find this funny?" Why are you so arrogant to think your opinion's more than anyone else's?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? 99% of people saying they love it. And then look, yeah, but I don't know how anyone finds it funny.
Yeah.
Fair enough, you don't like it, but don't be fucking arrogant enough to think
Your
how
opinion.
anyone finds this funny.
Yeah.
You're not the barometer, mate. You've been to one gig in your life. It was fucking Michael McIntyre. Fuck off.
You click on the profile as well, and there's like
Fucking
no
gosh,
posts,
oh my God.
no nothing. It just exists
I
for
do
comments like
fucking
that.
deep dives, mate.
Do you? Yeah.
I'm
Do
on
you
their
dig up dirt?
I'm on their fucking ancestry. I went, yeah. Yeah. I might not be funny, mate, but at least my great granddad didn't fucking get killed in World War One, lad. Yeah. I was him fucking in the Somme, lad. In the fucking mud. I don't wear a poppy anymore because your granddad was a coward, lad. He got fucking absolutely killed, mate. First over the trench, the fucking gobshite. How can anyone find him brave? Pussy.
It is mad, isn't it? Like, imagine your dad died in like World War One, and now fast forwards fucking 80 years or whatever, and you're just leaving YouTube comments on some fucking
Yeah, way to
podcast.
fucking respect his legacy. This is what he died for, so you could do this with your life. Yeah. Do you know what, though?
we get it
They're
a
all
lot.
fucking... They're like standard, though, aren't they? They're so generic.
It's
And
people that
they
can't
don't even
think of
affect
anything
me.
to comment. We get it a lot. We spoke about this before. We ended up making it into merch. Like, all the comments we used to get was like, not everyone needs a podcast.
Oh,
We put it into merch.
That's a start.
We had one guy
True.
who was like fucking like YouTube famous, essentially. Like, he was fucking massive on YouTube, had like 1 million subs, and it was actually your video. It was Hutch's video.
The one where you were saying you think roast dinners are overrated.
Oh, right.
So he stitched it on TikTok and said, "Can we not just agree that not everyone needs a podcast?"
Oh, right.
And I commented on it saying something. I can't.
You did
remember how
the
it went
deep
now.
dive.
Yeah, because of how fucking big he is online and stuff. Because like, if it's a random Joe blog saying it, you go, whatever. It's like, you were us at one stage. You had fucking 1,000 subs. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just because you're fucking bigger now, not bad. So I went on his Twitter and I typed in his username and then the words mental health. And there was just screenshot after screenshot after screenshot after that of him just complaining about how everyone needs to be kind and how, everyone wants to be kind.
like
And then
that.
he posts a video. He posts a video and then all the comments are about his hairline and stuff like that. It's like, people are just horrible and we need to start talking
Hey,
more.
Bolly!
Fucking elbow
Why's your
video.
hairline moonwalking, lad?
That's so funny coming from you.
I own the word.
It's his word and he can use it.
It's my N-word, mate.
So I commented on it saying something like, you're taking it back, yeah. I commented on his on the video that he stitched saying something like, mate, nice one for this. Appreciate you sort of sharing it. Don't forget to keep being an ambassador for men's mental health while simultaneously using TikTok to just shit on people smaller than you. And and he didn't see that for like an hour, and it became the top comment on his video. Yes. And then he replied saying, I didn't mean anything by it, mate. It was just a joke. That I can delete it if you want. And then before I could even respond, he deleted it anyway.
Yeah,
and then
shit
commented
out,
on your original video. Saying like, really sorry for the things I said, right? Didn't mean anything by it. Just feel like I feel pretty bad now, but hope there's no hard feelings. And then we made it into merch.
Oh, yeah. So not only are you bald, you're a little pussy as well, are you? Eh? Fucking weasel.
But yeah, man, just absolute knobheads. Like you say, they didn't happen, Brigade. They're fucking just so tedious.
The only
I think
one that's bothered me the most.
I genuinely think that's one of the most serious parts of internet culture is that it didn't happen at the Air Awards.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind that they're doing what they want. That's fine. It's not them per se because it works. It annoys me that it works.
What, but when you say works, you mean it gets the traction, it gets the followers?
Yeah. So nothing on the creators, but it's the people who see something and just say, "Didn't happen at the Air Awards. I'm part of the gang."
Yeah.
You're not part of fucking nothing. Mate. You're part of fucking nothing. You're not liked in your house. You weren't liked in school. You're not liked in work, and you're not liked on Twitter, mate. You've got no mates. You've got no family you like. Or you're a fucking fat, ugly, bald nonce. I say that as a fat, ugly, bald nonce.
You've 100% said this to yourself in the fucking mirror before, haven't you?
3 inches from the mirror.
Psych yourself up for a
3
gig.
grams of beat.
You're not liked in your house. Your brother's gonna batter you in an hour. You're not liked.
The only one in the house.
Yeah.
I remember once. Let me see if I've still got this message. I remember once I slept with a girl years ago. Didn't happen, mate. Years later, she messaged me out the blue. She went, I just want see how you're getting on and stuff. Oh, fucking random. I've heard some message. And she went, and I thought, oh, someone wants round 2. 6 years later or whatever. And she went, I remember you as going bald. Well, I've just qualified as like a hair transplant person. And I need models to practice on, so I thought I'd give you a message.
You got the profile, lads. You can promote that business.
Well, I made quite an impression on her. What do you say?
A memorable lack of hairline.
I night with Jamie Hutchinson 6 years later. You'll be used as a model. You're welcome, darling.
Would you ever get
That's so
anything
funny
like
though,
that,
because it sort of implies that like she could make you better. Maybe she'd want to smash you again if she gave you the hair. Did you take her up on it?
No, I was expecting another one of like, I'm into weight loss now. Into personal hygiene, yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
She starts wearing a comedy course in a year. You'd be fucking fuming. I've heard you're having a go. Is this your first time doing comedy shit?
Comments, man, they do get you down. You can't let it affect you, but it fucking does, man.
The only time it's ever gotten to me, and it was the stupidest comment, I think it's because it was so true as well. It was literally just the fucking...
Oh yeah, the true ones leave a mark.
Yeah. As opposed to all those that are lies about you, Liam.
Yeah. They just basically called, like, there was one video where I featured quite, like, it was like my story, do you know what I mean? And it just said, this Peter Griffin Jedi is a pure bacon, right? And do you know what a Jedi is? A Jedi is someone from the other side of Liverpool, so I'm from Wallasey. But
I don't think that's all it is.
It's like a Birkenhead.
It's like, well...
Yeah, but it's kind of like specifically Birkenhead. They say it's like the dark side of the water. I think that's why they say Jedi. Makes no sense. Because the Jedi's are the good ones, yeah. So it's like this bacon. Bacon means I'm a fucking grass. Yeah, so I'm a Jedi in a grass. And then he commented on another video like seconds later, like, yeah, defo a grass. Like... And it just proper got to me.
Back catalogue.
It just proper got to me, yeah. Like that he took the time to target me specifically and moved on to the next. And I was with my family at the time and I read it and I put my phone in the pocket. I got in the car, I was driving and I was just dead quiet to the point where everyone was like, are you okay? And I was like, this guy online just called me a bacon Jedi. My little brother was like, have you listened to the words that are coming out of your mouth right now? Why would you care about that?
I think it's the oblong glasses.
Do you reckon that's what it
you're
is?
Now trying to piece it together. What could be about you? Because there was a comment saying that you were fat the other day. I wonder why that was.
The oblong stomach.
I can imagine you being like, when they send undercover police to try and infiltrate drug dealing in the club. And yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm down with it. Yeah.
Whoa, sick beats.
I thought you said sick beat.
Yeah. I don't know. I want a portion of drugs. I want a portion of drugs, man. I want to fly to the moon.
We had one that annoyed me recently, and it actually pissed me off because he's actually a listener, and you fucking know him IRL. And I'm going to talk about this because he done me fucking head in. He commented on like one of the YouTube videos, and I think I was just like, I was ranting about like a weekend away with Beth that went a bit shit or whatever, I don't know. And he commented something like, I'm surprised this ugly cunt's got a girlfriend anyway. But was like, yeah. So
him
heavy.
as well, not me. Do you know what I mean?
You're a handsome chap, Sean.
I mean, for comics, that sounds like an insult. For comics, you're very good looking. You're good looking anyway, but for comics, you're fucking Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, he's no Joel Comic. Like.
I don't know why.
Keanu Reeves is like,
he mentioned Morpheus like 10 minutes ago as well.
Did you watch The Matrix last night?
He's fucking obsessed.
Keanu Reeves. So I was trying to think of Keanu from EastEnders.
I don't know who that is.
Well, the reason it annoyed me so much is because I clicked on his profile, right, and I was like, I sent it to Liam. I was like, who the fuck's this? Like, he fucking clearly, like, he follows us, he watches the pod. It was a comment on Facebook. I was like, who the fuck's this? And Liam goes, I actually know him. When I was working in Giacomo, he used to come in all the time. But I'm the ugly cunt. You met him in Giacomo, you fat fuck. Oh, done me head in.
Yeah, but then the next line that I said is also he's a bus driver who has a head injury. So, yeah, think about that comment what you will.
Fucking all bus drivers have head injuries, mate. Fucking bus driver, mate. Oh, my God.
I think he called him a butt ugly Martian. And Aaron had to ask me because he's too young to get that reference. He was like, what's the fuck's that even mean?
Got those Pete Davidson eyes, haven't I?
It's like a fucking cartoon from back in the day, the butt ugly Martians.
Does he actually listen to the pod? He's going to run me over with his 192.
I got a free bus ride on the 219 from a patron.
Oh yeah,
Mate,
that's
fucking
shit. Do you know how
fucking Adam and Carl got like UFC tickets?
Oh no,
fucking day saver.
That's what I mean. That's sending you out. Fucking hell. Not even a free Uber. Fuck me. I went. It's £2 everywhere, isn't it, in Manchester? Thanks to Andy Burnham.
So shout out.
So it's £2 everywhere. So I went. I'd single to town, mate. And he went. You can get on for free on my Patreon.
Sick.
I took it.
2 right?
Fucking £2, mate.
Yeah.
That's a steak bake. If they had any in stock.
He's fucking made up with himself there. Look at him.
Was that the callback? Was it? Yeah.
Callback, mate.
We've got merch. Finally, we've got merch.
We've been talking about doing this for ages and we've finally made it happen. We've got our own online store at spreadnegativitypod.com. We're selling t-shirts with logos. We're selling queefs. Whatever you want, we've got it.
We're selling queefs in a jar if you want one. We've got beanies, mugs, phone cases, loads of stuff like that, so check it out. But if you do order something, and I cannot stress this enough, order one size up. I'm a large to extra large in most things. I've got a 2XL in this. Liam, you'll notice, doesn't even have a hoodie yet because they're still making his out of a bed sheet, right? Proper nightmare stuff.
Check us out, spreadnegativitypod.com. If there's anything that you want and you don't see, let us know. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. And we will get better at these adverts as time goes on.
Where you're up to with the everlasting EastEnders omnibus?
Are we on, yeah?
Anyway, features. For context, Jamie's been sat with no expression on his face, just completely dead, I guess, like a corpse for the last 3 minutes because he didn't want to burn any material.
Yeah.
I'm only on when the mic's on. I want to monetize all my conversations with her.
He's become a slave to the mics now.
It's a nightmare in the pub. Get a fucking voice note out, anything. Just record everything I say. Oh, EastEnders is... Thanks, Justin.
Yeah. I know you're passionate about classic EastEnders, that's why I asked.
Renaissance.
Sorry. What's the, like you've got AD and BC? Is it like pre-Slater, post-Slater EastEnders?
Pre-Slater is, 2000. The Slaters came, and it's they was a massive family to come into it. They were a big...
I was a total slag.
Big written family to come into it. Stacey Slater, one of the best characters of all time, she auditioned, and she was so good, they created a whole character for her. She auditioned for a bit part.
Really?
And they went, fucking hell, this girl's amazing. We created a whole character for her and backstory for
How
her.
brutal that the character they created was a slaggy fucking Londoner. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're so good. We're gonna create a character for you. It turns out she's a bit of a slag, and everyone hates her.
It's his first love.
She's not a slag. She's got mental health issues.
Yeah.
And as a man who values mental health...
What are you going to say, values slags?
So Aaron Wood, mental
values
health.
slags. As a man who values slags.
So the only two programs I watch are EastEnders and Classic EastEnders. And
Renaissance.
And then Renaissance. And then I watch men play Football Manager on YouTube.
Do you? Yeah.
Is it just Dylan?
No. So when I play Football Manager, I have a man playing Football Manager on my phone, lent up against my computer.
I'm pretty sure you can picture it now. But I like the old school approach.
No, I don't like anything. I'm not good with screens and that. That's never happened to me before. It happens to a lot of men. I've been under a lot of stress. It happens to a lot of men.
Slave to the mic. He's not even getting close enough.
So you watch men play Football Manager when you're playing it?
Yeah. I get invested in their team because I'm not great at the game, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But I like to watch people who are good at it and live vicariously through them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But with classic, so I watch classic EastEnders and modern EastEnders. I have a system where I have to have 10 in the bank at any one time. So for a binge day.
So how many are coming out a week of both?
Renaissance, 2 a day, 5 days a week. That's 10.
Fuck me.
And there's 4 of moderns.
Okay.
So I'll leave moderns for ages and I'll fucking hammer the Renaissance.
Yeah.
And I'll leave Renaissance for ages and I'll hammer the moderns. It's just how I like to consume
None
media.
of them cliffhangers.
Yeah. Consequently, from being so busy from gigs and podcasts, which I'm very grateful for, I'm lopsided. I don't like being lopsided. It messes with my equilibrium. So I have like 70 in the bank of Renaissance and only like 9 in the bank of moderns. But what's always a danger is because with Sky Go, Sky On Demand, right, it knocks the series out of kilter. Here's the thing, right? They recently had a rebrand of how they did the series. How they
bring out classic ones?
No, how they list them.
All right.
So it used to be just listed series 48 and then hundreds of episodes.
They have numbers of them?
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Because it's continuous, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry to interrupt. I was listening to a podcast the other day and there was a man talking about a subject and he was really, really passionate, but that subject was racism. And he had the same level of fucking passion that you have about Renaissance EastEnders. It feels like I'm watching that exact thing. The only thing that's changed is the topic.
So
you're a historian. You are actually.
So they changed the way they say it, how they list it for the better.
Yeah.
But it's mixed up because I record series link because I don't trust on demand.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Don't trust it. I've been burnt with that fire before. Murdoch. Now they change it to Series 2000, Series 2001.
Which makes perfect sense.
Makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. But because I was pre that listing format, I'm working on 2 formats. So an episode 118 is only episode 88. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know where my numbers are.
You've changed the numbering system. And then on your planner, does it just go in like number order so they're all mixed up in the planner?
So on my planner, I have like 9 boxes of classic EastEnders. Some of them are like 100 episodes and some are 2 episodes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, just put it all in one place, man. The filing system's wrong. So it's annoying. So I can't
write a letter.
So I'm watching it out at kilter because sometimes on Sky Demand, Murdoch,
Bobby
Murdoch, 4 episodes are just missing. So I go from 171 to 175. So I'm going preamble to a death straight to the funeral.
Oh, lad.
Do you know what I mean?
You're missing the juice.
So luckily I've got my phone. So sometimes I watch an episode on my telly. I go, right, after watch 3 on my phone, then back to my telly.
Oh, because it's because of the gap.
Because of the gap.
Yeah.
But the gap's filled by the phone.
Yeah.
Anyway, honestly, the fucking stress of it all.
Your search history.
Oh, it's unbelievable. So I've neglected Renaissance. So I've got 70 in the bank because I've been watching Modern a lot. Modern is bubbling.
Yeah. Does it do that? Does it peak and trough all the time?
Yeah. I mean, listen, people say to me, like, oh, yeah, but it goes shit. I know it goes shit, but I'm there for that. It's like supporting a football team that's been relegated. I'm still going to turn up.
You're there for the ups and the downs. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, not a fair weather fan.
Do you know, I agree. I love the peaks more because I've been through them troughs.
Yeah. I can't argue with anything you're saying. I mean? You're talking sense.
Are you like
to
a football
me?
fan in the sense that, like, you know, some like United fans will put the top on just to watch it on the telly? Do you put like hoop earrings?
Do you have a mug? Do you have an EastEnders mug?
I've got an EastEnders mug. It's my prized possession, my EastEnders mug. I got it for Secret Santa in 2015. Yeah, I've got an EastEnders
stained
mug.
Inside. Now.
I have. Oh,
you felt seen then, didn't you?
I love mugs.
Oh,
I absolutely love
but they
a
just
mug.
build, don't they?
I love it though.
Do you?
Oh my god, I love it, mate. I love that. That's one of my favourite parts of Easter. That fucking mini egg cup time. Here we go.
For the cup, not the chocolate.
No, I'm all cup, mate. Look at me, I'm pottery, lad.
You do. It does scream pottery, right? Yeah.
I'm my EastEnders mugs are my absolute. Yeah.
What's your second favourite?
I've got. Oh my god. Second favourite mug. Fucking hell. These are the fucking big questions, bro. Oh. This is the thing, though.
These are the fucking big questions.
This is the thing, though. Seriously, now, I'm not even joking. Right. You know, like I'm watching Modern. I'm really guilty that I'm neglecting 2002.
Yeah.
Like I like it's a tangible thing. I feel sorry for cups if I don't use them often enough. I swear to God.
They're not getting enough love.
I feel guilty when, oh my God,
I'm neglecting the cup.
Oh no, I've not used black with chip on.
Black with chip on.
I'm not
Do you have black without chip as well?
I've not used the black with the little chip in. I'll put my tongue in to taste it. I've not used that in ages. But oh no, it's gonna think I'm a dickhead. It's gonna think. I think it's lost its looks. It's got a chip. I think it's added to you,
but you love it just as much.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel sorry. I feel sorry for plates I've not used.
Plates?
Yeah.
But aren't all? Surely all the plates are the same.
That's what I mean. But I know that.
Do you know each one? They've got their own characteristics.
I'm like, oh, here he is going off the top again.
All the ones underneath just collecting dust.
In your mind, all of your crockery's like a sausage party. Joe and
they come alive.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I really feel sorry for things if I don't choose them.
Yeah.
Even if I go to a takeaway and I've left something off a menu, and I've had something twice, 3 times in a row and stuff.
Is that OCD?
You're not normal, you lad.
I think it's a disability.
Yeah.
I think it's something very wrong.
But you feel like you neglected 2002 EastEnders.
Yeah, I feel like I neglect the year.
Yeah. The entire year 2002.
Yeah, everything. Korean Japan World Cup, that hates me. Black Eyed Peas, they hate me.
Black Eyed Peas, sick. Black Eyed Peas are sick.
Matrix 2, that hates me.
Shades on, shades on.
Shoot some features.
Yeah, feature me,
I don't quite know where to lead on from crockery and EastEnders.
Do you feel sorry for things? I'm really empathetic.
People?
I'm hyper empathetic, mate.
Yeah. I've got a routine about this at the minute.
I cry over anything.
I cry over fucking everything, man.
Yeah.
Everything.
I'm a crier.
But like to the point where like I've genuinely, like I say, I've got a routine about it. I like military homecomings at the minute.
Oh, that's a good one. When you hungover.
Oh mate.
Oh, I wouldn't do. That's fucking self-harm.
Fucking hell.
Watching shit like that when you're not feeling
when
good.
you're hungover, quick wanking a deaf kid in for the first time.
Not
at the same time. Not at the same time.
Fucking Mr. Beast, I'll say.
At least an hour. At least an hour. But no, Dragon's Den pictures.
Yeah. When it goes good though. Have you seen the Mattox one, the curry paste?
Oh, when
the Malaysian guy who has like he brings on the curry paste.
Yeah, is that one with his mum?
Yeah. And his mum makes the fucking curry paste, and it's his way of honouring her. Oh.
So I talked about this before. I have fantasy showers.
Yeah.
Where I just have
You've mentioned it on this.
Oh, yeah, but one of them is me going on Dragon's Den, where my family have all died in a house fire. I come up with something that translates words.
What's the connection?
There's no connection.
You've got to have some story.
They just go, oh, that's great. Your mum and dad must be so proud. And I go, actually, they died in a house fire. And they go, fuck, and you came up with a translator system. Is £100,000.
So I could communicate my grief to you right now.
Golden buzzers is my drug of choice, mate. A golden buzzer at fucking like kid that was bullied plays the violin. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm in tears, mate. That genuinely happened. The kid had cancer, was bullied because of his cancer, and then he came out and played What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger on the violin. And oh, mate, I was fucking, my head fell off, mate.
I don't want to. I do cry off stuff like that, but I don't want to. Like you two seem like you force yourself. Do you two just do it to feel something? Is it just so you can feel for that?
It just gets out of me. Get a cry out, man. It's like, you know.
I watched a film the other week, and it's based on a true story, which is always the killer, isn't it? But this guy basically has Tourette's and he wants to be a teacher, But it was like when he was growing up and when he was becoming a teacher, it was sort of in the day and age where they didn't actually diagnose him with Tourette's and they were really ignorant towards it and stuff like that. And he goes on to become a teacher and he becomes the best. Like he gets an award and everything. And he's just, I was
Is he telling kids to fuck off and that?
No, it's not that sort of. He's not that sort of Tourette's and stuff.
Okay.
You're very ignorant.
God,
That was very
so
ignorant.
Was it?
That was very
Oh,
ignorant.
it's just boring Tourette's though.
Fucking prick.
But yeah, he just used to twitch and stuff, and then like he got that award, and mate, I was in tears, and Beth was sat next to me like, "It's not this."
The lad in Educating Yorkshire.
Mate, yes, the stutter.
This is so like
what was he
famous.
called?
I've heard about this. I've not seen it.
What was he called?
But he's a motivational speaker now.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
he's
and he's fucking sick
legend.
too, mate.
And he had a reunion with the teacher, didn't he?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, and
Did you
they give
enjoy
him
watching that
the,
relationship build? Yeah.
No, I love crying, man. I feel sorry for people.
Who
I
can't?
play Football Manager a lot, and obviously sometimes you have to transfer list people, and like these are
You're a good lad.
imaginary players, but
You've worked hard.
you can have a part and chat with them, put your arm around the shoulder, and so I'll pass it again one day. And when my old players retire, I hire them as a coach.
Let's keep it in the
it's all
family.
about the ground up, mate.
It's like, you know me. So, yeah, I have a lot of virtual. I work myself up sometimes and just fucking start crying over virtual
People.
Can I tell you what makes me cry a lot? Like, it not makes me cry, but like I genuinely feel like so sad when I watch it. Is if I just see anyone eating alone.
Oh, but
I love doing it.
No, I love it,
Oh,
but
you're
it
alone,
kills me, mate. Like,
You mustn't that out. I think he just came at the thought of it.
right, let's get the deaf kid loaded up.
eating a lot, right? So, first time I ever ate alone was on my birthday, and I was a bit self-conscious about it.
He had a party hat on.
Well, this is the thing, right? Yeah. I got all the staff to do like TGIs.
Happy birthday.
Somebody's getting older.
I went for a curry in Leicester after a gig. It was on my own. It's just staying over for a gig, do you know what I mean? I've got mates.
Yeah.
And it's pretty late. Obviously, after a gig finished at 10, 11. So I've just got a table for one, mate. Quick time. And he went, yeah, sound. And I went in, and there was only one other table, and a table of like 12, 14. And the 12 and 14 was a birthday party.
That's so, like, the juxtaposition of that is hilarious.
Yeah,
Isn't it? Like, they've got so many mates and he's got none.
So I'm listening to the Harry Potter audiobook and having a chicken madras. I'm having the fucking time, man.
Yeah, I love shit like that.
Yeah.
So I'm having a madras, listening to Harry Potter. And
Which one?
Like the fifth one, maybe.
Yeah, solid.
Order
That gets
of
good.
the Phoenix,
Gets really
yeah.
good.
So I just went in the mode of listening to Harry Potter on megabuses and that sound. I'm thinking it's Hogwarts Express and that.
Take it away, Ernie. Feel the rhythm. 10, 9, 8, 7, 2.
Some old cunt falls over.
And we both. I mentioned it was my birthday to the staff. Oh, it's my birthday. I thought, they should have celebrated because it's my birthday as well. I went, I didn't know you'd have all this in for me, and it like they're down. And and the other table were like, oh yeah, and we both looked at each other with pity. And I'm looking at them like, they've got to bear through their uncle going, do you have anything spicier than that? Or you have the fucking gran who can't say poppadom. It's fucking 4 syllables, gran. Fucking grow up.
Grow up, gran.
98 years old.
I hate
on her last legs. Can't say it because she's forgot what it's called. She's like, fuck.
I just hate it. Do you know what I mean? Yo, the big crisp thing. The big poppadom, what? Pimpidings. Yeah, pimpidings. Fuck off. Not too spicy. Is it spicy? Not too spicy. It's more tangy than spicy. Fuck off, mate. Fucking hate going for a curry with people.
Do you?
I hate all like, well,
let's have a bit of that, a bit of that.
Yeah, I know it's an overused cliche because of like Gavin and Stacey scene, but it is a night drop. I went, just go. This is my theory.
I'm all ears.
Right,
put your finger down. Just scared of me.
I think the Spanish,
yeah,
that's el español. Have introduced tapas to the British culture to divide and conquer us.
Okay.
I think because I have a little portion like, let's give them 5 chicken wings. See who gets the third one. Do you know what I mean? Me and my missus had
micro arguments.
Me and my missus had tapas overnight, and it caused an argument. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm having that.
Because he let her have some.
No, because I ordered squid, and she ate it, and she had chicken wings, thinking, and there was 4, but I took 2, and it was like, oh no, it should have been 3-1 because you had the squid. Well, that's not my fault. You don't like
do
squid.
the maths.
You know
You didn't talk about that
That's
beforehand.
the Spanish are trying to conquer.
Yeah. It's all starts with patatas bravas, man.
I'd love a restaurant where you have like a booth and like noise cancelling, like a noise cancelling dark booth.
Or like I was in Newcastle last weekend and I really enjoyed. I went to this burger bar and they had like a window seat. You sat on the so headphones in, window seat, just fucking watching the world go by. No, so the stool's lost you.
Yeah, and everyone's looking at you like a fucking.
I don't mind that.
Like you're in a fish tank.
Yeah.
I just want a booth. Do you know what I mean?
Block out everything.
Have you thought about like just ordering like Uber Eats and eating it in your bedroom?
Yeah,
Is that not an option?
I do that every night, but I like a restaurant atmosphere, having pints and that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
No, I back that. I think it's
on your own's
underrated.
amazing, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I see it though, like it just makes me really sad. Like I went downstairs the other week. Beth was working from home, and she was on a lunch, and she just sat there by herself on her phone, just eating pasta. And I was like,
really? Nah, I love it.
So lovely. Bless you. I nearly cried. Like because I was like half putting it on, but then because I was putting it on, I nearly convinced myself that I was more emotions. Sad. Yeah. I was like, I nearly had a tear. She was just eating fucking pasta. Why can't I say it? Pasta. Fucking hell.
I'm soft as fuck with virtual things, and then a family will die. Go, that's fucking hell.
Yeah. Yeah, it means nothing to me. That yeah. Mum will tell me like a mate at bingo's died, and I'm like, right, and literally. Not asked. Well, yeah. But if that mate got a golden buzzer.
There's a difference between your mum's mate at bingo and your granddad, which it sounds like.
I mean, you know, I always see the positive in death. Like they'd have to fucking deal with this anymore.
Oh, I thought you meant like the inheritance. Getting off. Oh, the positive in your death.
Yeah. Oh, my granddad's inheritance was hilarious. Like he fell off a roof ages ago.
Oh, is that how he died?
No.
Oh, that was the death. I was like, what was he doing up there?
No, he was a roofer.
Fucking your granddad falls off him, you take him off, lad. Fucking way to carry on the tradition.
Of a roofer. He fell off a roof years ago and he got like good payout because the health and safety weren't right and you know they forced him up and stuff like that.
Like me and Ledbury, that.
Roof, but he got like say 17 grand, but in the mid 80s, late 80s.
Yeah, some inflation stuff. That
inflation is worth a fortune back then. Yeah. And he just put it in a savings account. And he used to always go in the bank and just go, oh, I can have like 50 quid out, 100 quid out, because he's similar to me, like going on the piss, like gambling
yeah.
stuff. So it's filtered through to me. And he kept going back and
obsessed with crockery.
Yeah. Loves crying.
Kept going back and going back. And anyway, it was in the bank one week, just always getting hundreds of quids out and stuff. And the woman, dead snooty woman, behind the till, she went, this is a savings account, sir. And trying to say, you're being irresponsible. And he went, I'm not fucking having this. This fucking stuck up woman. He went, right, that's it. I want all my money out now.
He spitefully withdrew everything.
Withdrew everything, thinking it was thousands. He got £16 back. He'd done the £116. He was expecting, fine, thank you very much.
Oh, that's devastating.
But why was it even a conversation topic for her? Oh, yeah, this is your savings account. Yeah, I know, and I've got 100 quid in it, tops. So I need to take this out. I'm skint girl. It's not thousands, is it?
That's devastating.
And when he passed away, he left. I remember the amount exactly. So it was £505, and he gave all his kids 100 quid each. So 5 kids 100 quid each, and he left me gran a £5 and went, get yourself a drink. 52 years of marriage, a £5 she got. So funny. Get in. He's pissed it all up the wall. What a man. Fucking love that.
Your missus is a lucky girl. She's got all that to come. Exactly it, mate. Should we do a quick feature? And then got a couple of things that have been sent in. You good for that?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Lovely stuff. So this one has been sent in by Will Barnes. So if you're new to the podcast, you're watching because Jamie's on. We appreciate it, and we do features where essentially we get guests to send in like the worst moment of their life, that sort of thing, most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to them, because we're all about spreading the joy. And Will Barnes has sent one in here. It's a belter of a story. Had a little read of this before. It's fucking class. So right. It says, all right, lads, got a belter of a story for you that you'll love. When I was around 10 years old, my mum was dating her now ex, who was my stepdad at the time. I hated him so much, not just because he was blasting my mum, but because he was an absolute cunt. That's fair. I would avoid him at every opportunity. He was horrible to me and would hit me or send me to bed with no food just for breathing too loudly.
Fucking hell, is this 1896?
This went on for years, and finally when I was 16, I had enough. My mum never listened when I would tell her how bad things had gotten, and in the end I went to live with my dad and would just see them on the weekends. This worked out well, as my mum's boyfriend was a keen fisher, so I really rarely saw him, and let me read that again. This worked out well, as my mum's boyfriend was a keen fisher, so I rarely saw him anymore, as he would be away fishing. I still wanted to get back at him, though, for the years of torment. One weekend he came back while I was still there, and he still had bait left over. He used maggots, and I couldn't resist the opportunity to fuck with him. I began taking cupfuls of them and stashing them in really inconvenient places. I put literally thousands of these things in the boot of his car under the carpet where the tyre sits. I put them under the sink, inside the sofa cushions, his shoes, the back of the wardrobe. They had an ottoman bed, hundreds went in there. I put them in overnight bags, etc. If there was a place that would fit a maggot, I put one in there. You may not know this, but maggots after a little while begin to turn into flies. Fast forward a week and I'm told I can't come over this weekend as the house is literally infested with flies. I'm not kidding, there was thousands just going about the house. They had to hire someone to come out and get rid of them all. Because of all the different places I put them, they failed to get all of them. The maggots would turn into flies, the flies would lay eggs, and the eggs would turn into maggots, creating an endless cycle of flies constantly in their house.
Fly gods.
This went on for months until it eventually died out. My mum was furious. She never suspected I had anything to do with it. She thought it was... Let me read that again. My mum was furious. She never suspected I had anything to do with it. She thought he was careless with his baits. Fucking hell.
How careless can you be? Leaving it in your shoes?
yeah. And it just got out of control. They had pest controllers come out multiple times before it was finally over. I'm not sure if it was the root cause of their breakup, but it came not long after, and I like to think I had something to do with it. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, that's a fucking...
Oh, mission accomplished.
That is
what
genius.
a fucking man.
That's the long con.
That sounds like an origin story for like a Marvel villain, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like
Did it happen?
Oh, yeah. No ball. No ball.
I'm not sure why his mum was so annoyed. It sounded like she was living with a little maggot for about 8 years by this point. You know what I mean?
You fucking... I mean, he hit the kid.
Rats.
That's bad, that.
I had a stepdad. Hated him.
Yeah.
Hated him.
I've said those. It's relatively sad. We have...
Relatively.
We've had arguments in the past, you know what I mean? There's like proper simmering resentment there. We have like fucking... Oh, I'll tell you what we do. We have proper passive-aggressive arguments because we're both shit scared of me, man.
Oh, really?
Oh, mate. Yeah.
Like you're terrified of the two of the two of you are terrified of her.
Yeah,
You'd think that'd bring you together.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
But
you'd have something to bond
unite
over.
against the common enemy.
There's like the Spanish. There's just little things. So
And he's tapping that ass.
I know, yeah.
And he stinks of squid.
Get an emoji head then.
So just little things. So we share a chair. We share the recliner chair. Not at the same time, obviously. He doesn't live with us. He lives on the same street. Though it's a bit of a weird situation, but yeah.
It's like if you're gigging, does he come round to sit on the chair?
Well, we're on different time schedules because I'm always out the house gigging or recording, you know, at night and stuff.
Yeah.
So is he sat in your chair now?
He's sat in my chair now, yeah.
Right this second,
Oh,
yeah.
he's sat-
Does that make your blood boil?
It doesn't make my blood boil, but I was like, I know I'm going to get it back. I don't get it back when you go home. Now, it's a reclining chair. He puts his feet on the table, yeah, whereas I use the recliner function of the chair.
Which makes perfect sense.
Yeah, exactly, right? So I'm the last to use the chair. Every night before bed, I move the table just an inch, 2 inches, so his feet are just not comfortable enough. Just heel falls off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just real little things like that.
Walking with him.
I've got, as I've discussed on many podcasts, said this before. I don't like mashed potato.
Yeah, you
So
talked about that last time you were on here.
so
Yeah.
if he
You have said this before.
So if he cooks mash, he leaves a plate of mash out.
Just to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
It sounds more. It doesn't sound passive aggressive. It sounds actively aggressive.
Yeah.
You're taking actions.
And the Diet Coke one.
Maybe.
I had
You told us a mash one for sure about him leaving the pan out and that.
a glass of Diet Coke, a can of Diet Coke that was in the fridge.
Yeah.
But, you know when you don't normally have a drink, a particular brand of drinks in your fridge.
Yeah.
And it just pops up. You're like, fucking hell.
Cold as well. Like
That's
you're
fucking
like,
Diet Coke.
yeah.
I had the Diet Coke. He fucking hits the roof, doesn't he? And he doesn't say anything to me. He says it to himself.
So, but loud enough for
Not
you
loud
to
enough
hear.
he went, someone's having Diet Coke, and all I'm saying is it better get replaced. So I'm saying, looking forward to Diet Coke. And it's been drank. I didn't drink it, so I want it replaced. Very unhinged, man.
I get that though.
But it wasn't his though, was it? Jamie's just said that. It was his.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it was.
It was your
my
stepdad's?
stepdad.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was it? Okay.
And
Well,
I get
yeah, you're a
because-
piece of shit
No,
then.
but I've just seen it in the fridge.
But he's put like when you pour a drink in the fridge, you're investing
but
in that drink. You're like, I could have it now.
I
and
back
it'd be
your
all right.
stepdad. We need to get him on. We need
He's
to
put his
mediate.
dick in my man. Having his Diet Coke. What all? So anyway,
Like that's smart. Like you've got the upper hand.
yeah. He's fucking done you there, hasn't he?
so anyway, I've said better get replaced and all that. My mum's like, better replace his Diet Coke. And I got my brother to take me to Morrison's, and I got 3 crates of 24, and I replaced 72 cans of Diet Coke in the pantry. Didn't say a word. Just waited for him to see him. Nothing was ever said again.
Yeah.
Just fucking well.
That's what you want though, innit?
And
I don't understand how you've come, like,
That's a small victory.
He's-
That.
for Christmas, he
but
got,
like he smashed it there, hasn't he?
No, but
he had one Diet
he
Coke and now he's got
robbed him.
72.
He robbed him
No,
of the
but
moan
I-
he wanted to have. He
yeah,
wanted to have that moan.
how'd you deal with 72 cans of Diet Coke? That's so much Diet Coke.
How'd you deal with it? It's an overwhelming
And they're all
amount
gonna
of
be
coke.
lukewarm.
You got no storage.
And they're
no?
all lukewarm.
Yeah, so you take 5 out, put them in the fridge. When you've had those 5, put another
He'll
in.
start resting his feet
he's-
on them
then
when you
he's-
move the
then he's-
fuck.
Then he started. Then he'll start going, oh, it's too much Diet Coke. Then he won't even like Diet Coke.
You've
in
done
the
what he did,
future.
but with maggots.
Then
Just like putting him in his shoes, in the
Hands
ottoman bed.
Just up
Then he
his
won't-
arsehole.
then he won't even get. He'll have so much Diet Coke that he'll become bored of it, and he won't even like it, and I know how much he loves it. So I'm drowning him. For Christmas. For Christmas, he got me shampoo for balding men.
Yeah.
Bald. And I got him a funeral plan. She was dead. And I didn't follow through with this one. I just forgot to get him in time. But he had a really serious injury, broke his neck, coming off his bike.
Got him a Kurt Angle book or something.
No,
Pedal or motor?
pedal.
That's funnier for
And
some
I was
reason.
going to get him
Yeah,
I was going to get him stabilizers for Christmas. I didn't follow through with that one. You know, pictures.
No, it didn't happen.
And the whole room cheered.
Question: grown up with a stepdad, like, so my house, my parents would kind of like fucking wander to the bathroom nude and that. Did you ever have that situation with a stepdad? Is it like weird? Is that weird, by the way? Is that weird?
No, we're a naked house.
Yeah, I was a naked house, yeah.
I've seen my dad's balls, mum's bush, brother's chopper, loads.
Yeah,
That
chopper.
was all in one
That's
night.
a
What's in on all of them?
Where was my invite?
But like, but like stepdad.
Seeing his balls with a t-shirt on, like Winnie the
The t-shirt. So he was Donald Ducking.
Yeah, he was getting red, and I came in for some.
Could you see his pipe though? Was it just the balls hanging down? His fucking choppers.
I've seen it. I've seen his
Oh,
dick
from the
on.
back.
I've seen his dick on my mum's phone.
He sent you from
Not even a picture. He's just resting on it.
Yeah, I've seen his dick on my mum's phone. That was when I was about 14 as well.
Nice.
I had a fucking fucking dick pic as a wallpaper as well.
I was gonna hang on.
A wallpaper,
What phone
yeah.
did she have when you were
Oh, it was
14?
like a fucking Samsung D500 or something. No,
Playing
Nokia,
Snake while looking at his.
Nokia one with one of the Nokias. She loves Nokia.
3310 or something.
Yeah, pixelated. Yeah, I've seen my mum's binge loads.
Yeah, I was talking to my mate about like that whole naked house thing.
Soundbite.
I have though. I honestly, like, I grew up in kind of, loads, yeah. No, I grew up in kind of like a naked house.
Hey.
And I was talking to my mates about it. My mate said,
"That's the thumbnail."
Yeah.
Greg, give us a dead good thumbnail face. I'll make it easy. That's it, lad.
He's giving us options.
Perfect, yeah. That's a professional there. That's everything in it. Do you know what though? I make our thumbnails whenever there's a natural. It might just be like a stretch of the mouth or a yawn. I'm like, that's going in.
The caption is as well. Jamie Hutchinson seen his mum's what? It's like
the bathroom in the background. Stepdad's balls dangling over his shoulder.
Winnie the Pooh in the background. Anyway.
So I was talking to my mate about this.
Fucking shamming it, podcasting.
It's fucking embarrassing.
We record for about fucking 4 hours to get a 90-second clip. Fucking embarrassment to ourselves.
Go on, tell us about your disillusionment with the business.
With what?
Podcasting business. Be disillusioned about it.
Oh no, it's just joking. It's given me. I'm very grateful.
It's a joke, innit? I'm very grateful
for everyone that listens and makes me record 3 times a week.
He's got it so fucking easy as well, this gun. I hate him. He's got producers to edit and everything. We're down at the fucking bottom. At the bottom doing everything. We're saying them trenches that you got out of it. You're still fucking moaning. You make me sick. You've got a Dylan. I'd kill for a Dylan, and you're abusive to him.
I'm looking in
I'd
the
love
trenches.
a Dylan in my life.
Well, it's quite muddy in my ivory tower as well. It's cold.
I went to see fucking Tom Segura on Saturday, and obviously he's a massive podcaster, and people in the middle of the show, like, there's like a lull for a second. He's finished a joke, taking a sip of water. They'll shout like lines out from the show. I did catchphrases.
I did the frog on Saturday. Literally had a pause and just went, "Doesn't Catford!"
Yeah. Oh. But what do they think will happen when they do that? Like,
it's
what's
so
going through the mind?
You're massive among a very specific group of people. So there's someone there that's like on a works do at the Frog, and they work in accounts, and like, who the fuck's Dr. Catford? And then they'll go and find out.
Yeah,
and then they're not going to like the story.
And to be fair, they might though. It might direct them to you.
I just it's tedious. So I always get shouts. It's increased a lot of heckles for podcast fans because they want you to know that
they love you so much. They want it to be
which is very nice, but don't do that. You're like a fucking lizard.
But the thing is, they'll hear you say this and they'll still go, "Not me. I'm different."
Oh no.
But yeah, like, comment, subscribe.
Shout more.
5 years ago, you'd have just been buzzing that somebody knew who you was. You're like, fuck, hey, calm down.
You're wearing shades on your head. That's how showbiz you are now.
Indoors, mate.
I can't wait for the day where you're so big you can't eat alone without someone coming up to you.
Poor pussy, mate.
He'll share the earbuds. On to Half Blood Prince, lad.
It is I. Oh, it's a great bit, this. You're going to love this. Wait till you find this out, mate.
The boy who lived.
Come to die.
So you're in the middle of the rise, like, you know what I mean? You're selling out tour tickets, you're on the rise.
I'll know the real fans when I'm in the middle of the fall.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, it's inevitable.
Oh, I can't wait. This first tour is getting fucking burnt for you, mate. I'm going on a fucking binge, lad. Second tour, that's me responsible one.
Yeah.
And then
coming back from the...
Then they'll be retired.
Made some mistakes.
He's going to call it Lost Profits, but spelt with actual... That's a great name as well, to be fair. That way, because if people turn up to that, you know they're for real.
No, this first tour is just going to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
Because I'm not being financially sound. And then one more tour after that where I'm... Get them be more financially sensible.
I'm older. I've learned.
Yeah. Then fucking.
I'm up to date with EastEnders.
Go off the fucking scene and a puff of smoke. You'll never see me again. That'll be a minute ending. If I just went radio silent in 3 years, bang, done. Whatever happened to him? He's done.
Gone for.
He got 50 grand and he retired.
He snorted it.
left Lauren a fiver.
Get yourself a drink, babe. I'm done.
Oh, fucking hell. Jamie, thanks for coming on again. We really appreciate it.
Sweet. No,
We really appreciate it. Have you got anything you want to plug?
yes.
Other than the tour?
Waterside tour. Tickets available at jamiehcomedy.com. Loads of extra dates. Second Liverpool date. It's like a 500 seater, so we need fucking out there. Second dates, hopefully coming in Newcastle. Maybe a second date in London. But all information on my website. I also have a podcast, Hot Water's Green Room, on YouTube and that.
That's how it's fucking done.
Lovely stuff. Yeah, we sometimes get people to do their plugs at the end and like,
That's
just
me.
want people to be happy.
Sometimes.
No, I want you to be miserable.
Yeah.
So that I can cheer you up.
Thanks so much for coming on,
Yeah,
man.
nice
If
one,
you're
mate.
new to the
Appreciate
podcast and you're watching because Jamie's been on, then we really appreciate it. Consider subscribing on YouTube and all that good stuff. The podcast is dead good.
No, consider. Fucking do it.
Yeah, it's a like. Come on, it's a button. Come on.
Yeah,
Listen to him.
it's just a button.
I'll be your friend.
You can shout Dr. Cafford at his next game.
yeah. He'll love that.
Yeah, so a screenshot first. Run up to the stage. So a screenshot, you subscribe to Spread Negativity, then go back. Dr. Catford!
That face is going to haunt my dreams and nightmares.
Subscribe, do all that good stuff. Check out all the other episodes. We'd really fucking appreciate it. Jamie, give us 3 things that you hate.
People who say it how it is.
It's great stuff like that because we've all thought of someone. Do you know what I mean? And even every listener's thought of someone.
I'm just being honest. You can't an excuse to being rude.
No,
Do you know what I mean? Fuck off. Plus, they say it like you're speaking truth to power. You're not. You're just saying you don't like a fucking cup of tea someone's made you daft bitch. Fuck off. Fuck off. Animal lovers. Like go on about it. Do you know what I mean?
Instagram accounts for the cat and that.
I prefer dogs to humans. Well, you're a thick cunt.
That was us last episode.
Do
you apologise?
And the Chinese don't trust you. I'm messing. I love you.